Hello there. I'm Born Medicated, and welcome to my little corner of YouTube. I have schizoaffective disorder, and I've found I enjoy making videos and meeting the smartest and most awesome people that watch my videos. I've had this massive headache and toothache, so that's why I haven't made a video in the past couple weeks. But I'm doing a little analysis on Alan Moore's Lovecraftian tale, mainly because I couldn't find one. And it took him over a decade to write the 3 parts: Courtyard, NEONOMICON, and finally my favorite, Providence. First, I'd like to talk about the name. Lovecraft said the name Necronomicon came to him in a dream. Well, in Greek, necro means dead, nomo means law, and I'm going to go with Joshi on this. It means considering or classifying. So it means the book classifying the dead. Well, Neo means reborn or new. So Neonomicon would mean the book of the reborn. Now, that does sound pretty cool. Well, Lovecraft often was asked about the truth of Necronomicon and always answered that it was completely his invention. In a letter to his buddy Willis, Lovecraft tries to explain the Necronomicon a little bit, but just mainly says that the books on the dark occult are boring, and he wanted to make them a little more scary. I do like how you wouldn't even be able to get through the book without going totally insane. And the supposed author, his name is pronounced like the noises Beatles make. Now that's pretty wicked right there. He got ripped apart by a bunch of jinn while he was shopping. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I could go on and on about this, including the name, including the time I met one of the writers who claimed Simon of the Necronomicon, but that's another video right there. Alright, so now we know about the name, so let's do this. Alright, so everyone's yelling at each other, trying to figure out where Carcosa could have gone, saying he must have gotten out through the drainage. They go get Joey Face, still not trying to let everyone know he's the reason the club got raided. Well, Joey is freaking out and can't believe that they let Carcosa get away. Okay, so now they're finally asking if he knows where Carcosa lives. And oh my god, wouldn't this whole thing have been so much easier if they'd have just asked where he lived and raided his apartment? I mean, it just makes sense that they would have interviewed Joey Face, and they never asked him where Carcosa might have lived. It would have been so much easier to raid an apartment instead of a club with hundreds of people to deal with, and he got away. So they ended up doing all this for nothing. Well, anyways, Joey says it's in some high-rise with his mother, and here's the callback title drop off a courtyard. He lives off a courtyard. So they all suppose he went through the drains under the place. They're gathering a team to kind of go out where Gordon apologizes to Meryl about not taking her sex addiction serious. She says she gets it about it being a joke complaint until it messes up your life. But she says that they're all good. Well, they get in a car, and I'm going to give it to Meryl. She's the first one to put together that all of this is a literary joke. Gordon says, let's talk about that later and just get on raid mode. So they're going up, and one cop notices the reptile cage smell that Carcosa's apartment smelled like. Only the cop just says the smell is different than normal garbage and piss. So it's a different kind of smell. Another cop said he'd be more comfortable with gang tags and fuck the police instead of this Candyman shit on the wall. Well, they head upstairs, and one pig of a cop asks Gordon if he's getting any of that info. Well, Gordon tells him harshly to shut the fuck up. So they get to the top, and a cop does actually say reptile house smell, and it's getting stronger. Well, last time, when Aldo was here, there were people, like, making out and doing drugs on the stairs and everything. So he might have been hallucinating that whole thing, because this place is totally empty. So empty, in fact, they don't even know if anyone lives there until they see a light at the very top. Well, they break in and kind of search the place. One cop picks up some Pikmin porn. This one is necrophilia. One cop says Carcosa must have came and gone, with Gordon saying he wouldn't have had time to do that. While opening the door to a naked old lady who is the same old lady Carcosa was talking Lovecraft language to and calling her mama. She apparently cut her own throat with a straight razor. Well, Gordon knows who she is, and another cop is yelling down, like, the entire situation down to the other cops on the ground, when they hear a weird voice say, "Thee didn't want to go back to the old country. It's what it is. Too much pride, I guess." Moral shouts, "Oh God," and points a gun at Carcosa, who's standing next to this weird tree graffiti that kind of looks like a sad tree angel. Carcosa's got a bag, which Merrill tells him to drop, and show his hands. He says in his lispy voice, "Nah, see, I can't hang around here no more. This place, man, it fucking stinks. You know that?" Again, going back to that reptile cage smell. Well, Merrill tells the other guys not to shoot, and they know what he did to Aldo, and that he's connected in all these murders somehow. Then she goes up and says, "Let's see what's under that silk." And I want to tell you right now, I don't think that's silk. I think that's like some weird skin flap that is covering his face. Because there is no string attached to this thing. So it's just like a skin over his face. It's gross. Well, anyway, she's like, "Let's see what's under that." And it's actually a whole chalk picture of Carcosa next to the tree. She smears the face and figures that out. They all start freaking out, with Merrill freaking out the worst, and also noting that his picture wasn't there when they came in to raid the place, and this is new. Okay, so Merrill says they know what Carcosa did to Aldo, which they really don't. Maybe they think he's peddling some drugs that make people kill, and kill in a weird way. I guess you could do that zombie drug I hear about in South Africa where, someone takes it and then you can convince them to empty their bank account or talking them into giving you everything in their house and them actually helping you move it. Or you could connect this to the people saying they have the same experiences on DMT. But this kind of DMT would do the same thing only when whispered these Lovecraftian words. So in DMT, everyone does have these same experiences. So with this DMT-7 and these Lovecraftian words whispered in your mouth, whispered in your ear, you go and flower up people. Well, they go into this kind of Cthulhu mythos type hell, I guess. I don't know if anyone could whisper these words to somebody or just Carcosa. That I'm not sure of. But we do know Aldo paid for 3 hits, and other people have done Alco and not killed anyone. Did Carcosa know he was a Fed and wanted this attention? Or was Carcosa wanting this Alco thing to go on a little longer throughout the club? I'm not sure, but he was complaining that it's played out and the place stinks. I guess Carcosa could have used mix up with some David Blaine shit to get away, but I don't think that's where this story's going. And they keep mentioning Meryl's sex addiction, which worries me. And Gordon is such a great guy, which worries me even more. And with the last words from Gordon looking above the dome, saying everything's good, I feel everything is definitely not going to be good. Well, I'm going to end the video right there, and we will be ready for the next video, or I'll be getting the next video done as soon as I can. I am Born Medicated. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.